Anyone, not to be a Debbie Downer, or a Darren. God, imagine if my parents had called me Darren. Like, you know, you'd be coming to see Darren live in Seattle. Or Phil. Or Jack live in Seattle. Singing hits such as Kiss from a Rose and Crazy. For one night only, Ben. All right, okay. So, you know, I'm trying to sort of create a little bit of a jovial mood because we're going to talk about something deeply touching and personal. Now, well, it's actually not that personal, seeing as it's going to happen to all of us at some point. But, this next song we're going to play you came about because I was confronting death, the inevitable passing. And I wasn't too happy about it, which is ridiculous because I was only about, I must have been about 28, 29 at the time. So, you know, and just a little bit of background, because you think to yourself, well, why would you be thinking about that at that age? Well, see, about 2 years prior to that, my life had changed. It had changed quite dramatically. I'd gone through 26 years of, you know, being, well, journeying, let's just say that, through 26 years. And then, of course, this crazy thing happened, literally, overnight, meteoric success. And I got signed by this gentleman over here who I'll introduce you to. Indeed. How about that, John? But it was a blessing in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise because, of course, it's the thing you dream for, right? It's the thing that you aspire to if you're a musician or anything, actually. You know, anything. You know, when you're growing up, you're told that you have to kind of conform to, you know, post-industrial demands and make something of your life. So you dream about making it. And then, so here I was, you know, at the age of 27, I think 26, 27. I made it. And up until that point, everything had been cool. And then I started having these crazy things out of nowhere. These massive, debilitating panic attacks. Just out of nowhere, like bang. And I remember actually, Trevor, you might remember this. I remember I collapsed in Sound Studios, which is the place where we recorded. And I collapsed there, and the receptionist, poor guy, he dialed, you know, our equivalent of 911. What is our equivalent of 911?
999?
Oh, 999, similar. 911, 999, you know, hopefully they turn up. And so they came and got me, and I was on the floor, you know, I was having a cardiac arrest and all the rest of it. And they took me to the hospital, and absolutely nothing was wrong with me, go figure. Nothing whatsoever. Yeah, I hear a couple of sighs in the audience. Yeah, there's a few people here I'm sure know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, got rushed in, and nothing was wrong with me. Long story short, I started having these panic attacks that would last for years and years and years to come. And one of my ways of dealing with it was to try and figure out why it was I was having these attacks. Like, what is it? And in this case, it was that I feared death, or the advent of death. And so that caused me to dig a little deeper and to figure out, well, why would one fear death? It's going to happen to everyone. Why would one fear it? It's just absurd. You know, especially at the age of 27. And I realized it's because I wasn't living in the present. I wasn't present. I was, you know, essentially that is the definition of anxiety. You are thinking, you are so busy thinking about what may or may not happen that you are not living in the present. So, as you would, I wrote a song about it. As you do. And the conclusion I came to is that there is no such thing as, whilst there is death, it tends to have this connotation of the end. And there is no such thing as the end, because there is no beginning, there just is. And everything is circular. Everything, exactly, everything is, look at yours and my bald head, that is circular. Your mum just passed. What's your name, brother?
JJ.
Your name is JJ. Well, how fitting that we should be talking about this on this night, JJ. Your mum just passed. Well, how about this for a concept? How about the most recurring sign a shape that we see throughout our life? How about the fact that we acknowledge the thing that we see day in, day out, everywhere? It's overwhelming once we notice, once we pay attention. The circle, right? The moon, the stars, the sun, our eyes, everywhere. These lights, look at them everywhere. Circles, 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 circles are everywhere. We're surrounded by them. Look into nature, circles. My question is, what makes us feel that we're any different? Why would we be any different from the most commonly reoccurring pattern that we see everywhere? My conclusion is that we're not. There is no death. Yeah, sure, this guy is in this suit that we wear. But the essence of who we are carries on. Amen. We just go around in circles. And your mom is 76 and she's still here because time means nothing. Time is the space between you and her. It means nothing.
Yeah! Yes!
Right here. Right here.
It's not a